I'm an advocate of posting. Started doing cringy anime trends. You mommy and daddy's money or Discord jokes, e-girl jokes, piss jokes on the internet for fun because I thought they were funny. Do you get burnt out from being on camera all the time? Have you ever wanted to be a wealthy content creator and streamer that makes tens of thousands of dollars a month? Me too. I'm not there yet, but I'm here to answer questions about it regardless because I have some experience in it and I'm making okay money now as a smaller content creator, and I'm here to shed light on the experience and answer your guys' questions that I asked on my Instagram. So let's get into it, gamers. I do have it pulled up on my phone, but this is completely like unscripted. I'm just kind of going right off the bat, seeing what I have and kind of trying to formulate words and be coherent, and I hope that is good enough, okay? It's a dream of mine to stream. How much did it cost you to get into content creation? Okay, so I always wanted to get into streaming, like video games on Twitch. That was my main goal forever and ever since I was younger. In middle school, when I discovered like Pokemon and offline TV and Valkyrie, but I didn't have a PC at the time. I didn't even have an Xbox for a while. So I started off with an Xbox on my console, and I got that for Christmas. I was younger. I got it in like high school, middle school, when I was gifted an Xbox by my family. I kind of just started clipping things from there. I didn't really do voiceovers or anything yet. I wanted to see if I could be the biggest console streamer. So I was finding ways, how can I get a webcam? Can I have a webcam and a mic? But the only thing is with consoles at the time, there's only one port, I think. You're only allowed to put in a mic. Yeah, to plug in one thing. So you either get a webcam or a mic. You don't get both. So I was like, and there's no easy platform to stream it off of on console. So there was just too many logistics in the way. I couldn't become a console streamer. Unfortunately, you know, most of the biggest streamers, most of the streamers in the world they start on console, but eventually they need the technology that a PC brings. So initially I couldn't even be a video game content creator. I actually got into TikTok and I just did face content, anime content in 2020. So I just started with my phone that I already had that was like dying low-key. It was already a couple years old. It was overheating. It wasn't the best quality, but it did its job and it served me okay. So I started with my phone and I started doing cringy anime trends, cringe like cosplay stuff. That was me. And that's how I started. I thought I wanted to build an audience base with people that had similar interests to me, like anime, things like that. And I started with anime. And then eventually I would work my way up and I would get a PC a couple years later when my dad bought one for me. But honestly, start with what you have. If you just have a gaming laptop or, you know what I mean? If you just have a gaming laptop or a console, start with what you have. Practice making voiceover clips. Post them, make funny compilations. People actually even enjoy lower quality streams because your charm and your personality is there. I started off with just a Turtle Beach $30 headset with my Xbox. Start with what you have is what I'm saying. It's probably gonna cost a few $100s to get into, but a lot of us might have that left over. A lot of us already have this stuff laying around because it's our hobby. We game as a hobby. So you could turn that into some side income one day or just pursue it a little bit more intensely if that's something you want to get into with content creation. Next question. Would you ever stream outside / foodie content or IRL content? I've gotten this question a lot, and honestly it's hard to say because I don't have the equipment to do that. So I always had questions about that, and people told me, oh yeah, people buy a whole nother phone. They have a streaming phone and they have a normal phone, and I'm like, oh, so to do IRL streaming content I would have to drop another $800 or $1,000 on a phone, you know? So and maybe a gimbal and like, I don't know. I'm kind of awkward in public and I kind of don't want to be someone who causes a scene, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure that's something I would do, to be completely honest with you. I think maybe. I'm just not there yet. I barely started streaming again once I moved out into this apartment, which I'm so grateful for. My thing is, I don't think I can justify spending that much on new things when I'm not making that much off Twitch yet. Most of my income comes from other things, or like doing ads or doing freelance ads or other sources of income, my Patreon. So if I'm averaging 20 viewers and I'm making $60 a month, I'm not going to, I'm not, you know, a phone doesn't even make sense, especially since, okay, I don't even go out that much. How did you grow your community and how do you stay motivated to stream and make content? I grew my community by spamming the hell out of the videos. I am a big quantity over quality person. It's like other people say online, you are never gonna get a video out there if you spend so long trying to make it perfect. I just posted cringe. For months on end, weeks on end. I kept restarting accounts when I was 16 and just restarting accounts, keep making videos until one video blew up and then 2 videos blow up, and then I just kept making cringe content. I just kept making content that was fun for me to make, whether that was anime videos, trending videos, like then later cringe streamer and cringe Discord videos. I made those and I leaned into it, and there was a point on Instagram when I was first starting in high school where I was gaining a couple thousand followers a day. in a week I'd get like 20,000 followers, 10,000 followers that week, just from me posting videos and being pretty and being funny and doing my funny videos. I literally was posting Discord jokes, e-girl jokes, jokes on the internet for fun because I thought they were funny. I posted everything. My end goal was gaming, but at some point my electricity was kind of stuttering at my old house, so I couldn't stream, so I just went back to beauty and vlog content. So no matter what content I made, I had fun with it. I poured my all into it, and the algorithm on every platform wants you to stay there and post there, so they reward your consistency. The more that you post, I was posting 3 times a day. Now I'm posting sometimes 4 or 6 times a day. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm hustling and editing so much when I have the time, which is a privilege, that I think the algorithm is rewarding me. I just gained 1,000 followers like a few days ago from a couple videos I made of me talking about the job market or me talking about streaming. Like, you know, I'm not the most likable person to some people, but it doesn't matter. The point of social media is you be yourself, and you will find your audience, but your audience has to find you because you're posting. You need to consistently post, and you need to make content that you're proud of and that you have fun with, but is not perfect. I am an advocate of posting and garbage posting. Also making friends and networking. They'll repost your videos. You guys will make funny skits together, whatever it is. I think it's important to network too. I've had the whole reason I blew up on TikTok initially was because people thought I looked like other Asian influencer guys, and they kept tagging them, and I became eventually mutuals with them, and we made like collab videos and referenced each other and became mutuals, so their audience came to me. So if you can just form some inside joke and form your own image and play off of the jokes and have a good sense of humor, your audience will grow. If you put the hours in, you will grow. Oh, how do you stay motivated and how do you stay focused? Honestly, I feel like it's tough. Right now I'm off for summer, so I've been posting 4 to 6 times a day like crazy because all I have on my hands is free time to edit, and not everyone has that luxury because I live with my family now. Nice. So I moved out with some of my family, so my expenses are low. So I have the luxury to not have to pick up a part-time job. I tried and I broke down several times because it felt like I was giving up on my dream, and I felt like everything is so expensive now. Even if I wanted to go out and do vlog content or go out and chase my dream, I wouldn't have the money or the energy to. So now I stay cooped up in my house most of the time, which is a privilege. And I just enjoy every moment I'm editing and grinding towards my dream. I stay focused because I know with everything going on in the world right now, how could I not be grateful for everything I have? I just remember years ago or even months ago, I was begging for AC and I was sweating and overheating and like crying from how depressed I was to not be able to chase my dreams because I didn't have stable electricity, I didn't have AC. I was suffering, and now that I moved out and I have low cost of living, my parents support me 100%. I'm making finally stable income. I'm in college full-time or part-time, whatever it is, and I have the luxury to continue to create and work and grind. Why would I not take that chance? Being a creator and even making what I make, which is even like 1,000 or 1,500 a month, is such a privilege and luxury. And I just think, if I have a chance to scale this and grow this and at least give it another shot, why would I not work for it? It's just such a privilege to be able to even be physically healthy enough to stream, even if I can't take or handle a serving job right now, and even if that kind of thing would weigh on me. And there are, everyone's gonna have things in their life that they're not happy with. But I have such a privilege to be supported by my family. All I can think about is how I need to keep working, and I need to work harder. Like, why would I not? With someone as many privileges and luxuries I have, and people will tell you mommy and daddy's money or give up on your dream, or people will say all sorts of things, but what's important to remember is this is your dream. Don't take criticism from people you want to take advice from. Don't take BS or bullying from people that aren't going to pay your bills, right? You do you. Doesn't matter if it's cringe or unfunny. It's cringe and unfunny and impossible until you pull off the impossible. It's impossible till someone does it. So, I might not become a super rich millionaire, whatever, in the future, tens of millions of dollars, but if I can be happy and content and build this into a stable income and business, I'm sure as hell I'm gonna try. And I think, imagine all the kids in the world that never had that chance to thrive and grow and be in a place with so much opportunity like I am. So how do you get into the flow of streaming consistently, and how did you get popular doing it? I started off as a Minecraft streamer. I started off as like an anime TikToker, which was cringe, but then I eventually started posting out of pocket, funny, out of context Minecraft clips as a streamer, and then before long I was peaking at like 60 viewers when I was 16 and I was just starting in quarantine. But I would argue that's before the big streamer boom happened or while it was happening, so I got a lot of traction. So to keep myself accountable, I have friends and everyone, I'm like, tell me to stream. Tell me to get off my ass and stream. And then I also have a calendar where I keep track of my schedule. And for me, it's satisfying to just check something off, like stream today, go do chores, buy X, Y, and Z. Like I plan my streams a month ahead and I just have rows of events. Like this day is your cleaning day. This day is completely only school day, study. So that's how I keep myself consistent. Once you get in the flow of doing it, the more and more that you stream, I feel like the more passionate you'll be about it, the happier you'll be. It just takes some time. It's just gonna take some time, that's normal. If I complete this task, whatever, I'll give myself a little snack or I'll go make something particularly yummy. Do you ever have quiet days while you're streaming, and how do you network with other streamers? I have a lot of quiet days. When I was first starting, I had like 5 viewers, but I started off streaming to 3 viewers, 5 viewers in 2020 during quarantine. There's no one there, right? There's no one. Most people are not an overnight success. We just think they're an overnight success because when they finally have their big break, and they've been doing it for years for most people, we see it as overnight success. We don't see the hours and time that people poured into it. People think that I turned on a camera and I immediately had 20 viewers and peaked at 50. But that's not the reality. I've been streaming and making content for 4 or 5 years. I've been dreaming of it for 8 or 9 at this point. So it's honestly, when you have a slow day, you kind of just have to live in that moment, and I would turn the viewer count off and cheer myself up. I would talk with a friend. I would always stream with friends because I didn't like the silence. I didn't like glancing over constantly and seeing an empty chat. So when you start streaming, it's like a mental game. You have to know that you are still worthy of love and happiness and that you're gonna get there, but everyone starts at 0. There's not a single person that didn't start at 0, except for maybe nepotism babies or, very special circumstances, but just about everyone, you and me. Pokimane started at 0, Valkyrie, Saikuno, every single person that you see is successful and you want to be like, they started at 0 too. We all start somewhere. I'm starting at 10 viewers, I make $40 a month off this. It's a hard mental game, right? Sometimes I feel like I'm not enough. Maybe I should do something else, I'm not cut out for that. No. You have to be strong with yourself, and you have to be gentle at the same time and tell yourself that it's gonna be a grind and hustle. And like Harris Heller said in one of his videos, it's a dream job. It's gonna take work to get there. It's a dream, aspirational, top 1% job. You think you're gonna get there from sitting on your ass? He didn't say that, I'm saying that. But it's a top 1% job. Why would you not put in the top 1% effort? Which not everyone can do it, right? Don't quit your day job and stuff, and be realistic. It's like what he said as well, Harris Heller. You might not make it to the top 1% streamer. The majority of streamers that do well, their bills are paid. They make a few thousand. They pay their bills and they have maybe a little bit for savings. That's it. That is the majority of people's stories. And you have to be realistic with who you are and your personality and the chances of that happening and what you want. I would be okay with just sitting at 400 viewers for the rest of my life, I think, because I'd have a side business, I have multiple streams of income, and I'd love what I'm doing. And if that made sure my bills were paid and I could be myself, then I think I would enjoy it. So you kind of just have to have these conversations with yourself, and that will help you get through the tough and slow days. How do you network with other streamers? I don't really talk to that many streamers, but I meet most of them through TikTok or Twitter, and we become mutuals, and I see someone who looks cool and has a funny clip, and we kind of just interact that way. So if you're not on it already, get on all the socials, plug yourself. Not in people's comments, but just make your own content that is promoting yourself. And if you see another streamer that you look up to, think has a cool vibe, cool outfit or what, I don't know, you like their vibe, follow him.
Nice.
Over time, you'll kind of slowly start building up mutuals and stuff. I don't collab that often because I don't like to accidentally talk over people, and we talk over each other's chats. So do you get burnt out from being on camera all the time? Sometimes. You guys see me. When you're a small streamer like I am or smaller, it's not really worth it to stream these random long hours when you're not making money from it. Unfortunately, you're not growing as a streamer and there's nothing interesting happening and you're burnt out. I always say stream less and edit more. I tell people you should be editing more than you're streaming when you're first starting out. Before you have the money to pay an editor, you have the time. When you're first starting, I'm like, you shouldn't be streaming more than 8 to 10 hours a week. You could be editing like 10 to 20, right? It's kind of like you should be editing more than you stream. So then that way, editing doesn't burn me out as much because I'm like, this is my dream. This is my dream. Keep working, keep editing, Lani. You're good. Take little breaks, water break, food break, cool. Come back, edit. This is my dream. I'm not gonna give up on that, right? To not burn out, I just say try to keep yourself motivated and mentally happy. Make sure you work out and go on walks and you still have a little bit of a social life. Make sure your bills are paid, right? And then when you have the emotional bandwidth, create a healthy space for you to stream and edit in, and then you will never get burnt out. Or you can work through it and take breaks, and that's okay. When you do have the free time or you make the free time to edit, then you are able to edit, and then you're able to have a more balanced schedule. You're editing at that point more than you're streaming. Do you take online classes? Is that how you manage college and content creation? I post and edit less, and I was streaming less when I was in college. I think I could only handle 2 days a week streaming because I had a fully packed schedule of 5 classes. So right now I'm on summer break, so I'm only taking 2 online classes, so I've had so much free time. I've just been editing like crazy. I mean, you guys have seen me spamming the timeline at 3 a.m. and then again at 9 a.m. and then posting constantly. So it's yeah. Basically, when I have the time, I take online classes. When I have a little less time, I'm only gonna post a couple clips a week. A couple videos and TikToks or a couple YouTube videos here and there. While I'm still on this break, I'm gonna try to get at least like 2 YouTube videos out during the 6-week break. But besides that, once I go back to full-time college coming up this spring semester, you guys might not hear from me on long-form content for a while. So regardless, just adjust around your schedule. I'm gonna have another packed schedule. I'm taking 4 classes. I don't have other responsibilities like that. I'm in a place where I can just grind, right? And not everyone has that. If you really want to have fun with it and make the time for it, hopefully you can. Hopefully you can lean on people that are important to you. Wow, I yapped a lot today, but I think that is all I have for you today. So I really hope that brought some sort of good insight. I know my thoughts have been everywhere today. I'm sorry if it's not the most coherent, but I just wanted to come on today and say my piece. And I want to thank you guys so much, and subscribe for more if you'd like, and I will see you next time. Bye! That's all for this week, but I'll be back very soon. I'm going to try to come out of my shell more and post more, okay? So I'll see you next time.